Imagine a cooking appliance without a plug, no electricity or gas required. That's Ecopot. The savings on your energy bills will amaze you. It's not pressurized, so it's safer, gentler cooking. Meals cook slowly, ingredients are infused, flavors enhanced. Your food retains its texture and integrity. The secret is thermo-steam. Ecopot traps and stores latent heat, creating an oven without the need for power. And it's versatile too. For smaller meals, use the 2.5 litre pot. For bigger meals like ribs, roasts and family casseroles, use the 5 litre pot. Or use both pots at the same time for meals like curry and rice or your favourite pasta dishes. Add just a little more liquid to your dishes to aid the thermal steam process. Kickstart the cooking by placing the inner pot onto any heat source for 10 to 15 minutes. Electric, gas, induction, even a campfire. The tri-ply base of the inner pot traps and stores the heat. Now place it into the outer pot. Closing the lid creates the thermo-steam oven. Ecopot does the rest. Your meal is done in 2 to 3 hours, or come back up to 8 hours later. You can eat when you want. No more stirring pots. No more waiting and watching for food to cook. You eat when you want to. With Ecopot, just set and forget. Meals retain more natural flavour and nutrition. Meat and vegetables retain their texture. Pasta stays al dente and rice cooks to perfection. The versatility of the Ecopot is amazing. Meals ready when you want them, at home or out and about. And instead of this, it's a super simple wash-up. Ecopot frees up time. Ecopot saves you money. Ecopot. Cooking without power.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the kitchen at TVSN. It's our superstar Ecopot. Can I tell you, the guys were just going nuts to put this show together. We had the 24/7 the other day, totally sold out. Won't see again. If you're lucky, maybe at the end of the year sometime. They have put together the Ecopot show of the century, I think, with our normal slimline, I shouldn't say normal, it's our slimline model Ecopot, with the chopper included for free. I'm just going to tell you now, the preservation kit, the preserving kit so you can do your pickling and all your jams, included for free as well as, I'm going to tell you now, the Eco Heat, your induction cooktop, included for free, as well as everything else that you can see here and the carry bags. We were working this out before. I was looking at this and I was going, guys, you realize that the Ecopot on its own, this little baby right here, we would normally sell for $350. Absolutely. This is the slimline new one, $350. The induction cooktop's $350. The carry bag's another $30. The silicone mat and cookbook, another $35. The chopper is $60. So all up total value over $800. What is it? $822.80. So over $800. You're getting it for $299. You're saving well over $500. And then, to top it all off, you're getting the preservation kit as well. And that, because we always do as a purchase per purchase, is another $60 worth. And you don't pay a cent more for it. Delivery on this humongous bundle is $7.90 anywhere in Australia. Absolutely anywhere. Are we in New Zealand at the moment as well? I've got to check with Christy, our producer, to make sure we are. Anywhere in Australia or New Zealand, under $8 delivery. That's a heck of a lot of stuff to get delivered for $7.90. But can I tell you that it's this time of year, isn't it, where it's getting cold and you want to eat the lamb shanks, the ossobuco, you want to eat the stews and the curries, but at the same time, you want to smash your power bills. And that is why people love Ecopot. You're going to make these incredible meals, but you're going to do it without using any power. I know, it's going to mess with your head. Relax, just trust it. If you've never seen the show before, lucky for us, we have an incredible guest who's going to take us through it. Should we go? All right, let's get started, everybody. I'm not on my own. All the way from Greece via Australia.
Via the Gold Coast.
Via the Gold Coast.
Naomi, good to see you again,
good
mate.
Good to see you, Con. How are
Jeez, you're working hard.
I'm slogging it out, mate.
Hey.
Gee, we look good in the pink and the blue, don't we?
That's it.
I don't mind saying that myself. Great to see you, man.
We're back again. We had that sell out last week.
Yeah.
Of the 24/7. I'm tipping this one we'll be lucky to make it past halfway.
Okay, the issue is, and we said this with the 24/7, people were mad at you because we ran out of stock for the 24/7.
Well, we can't even do any more caravan shows at the moment, right? TVSN have the remainder of any Ecopot in Australia.
Yeah.
They're here tonight. You don't have a lot.
Okay.
The bundle's huge.
Yeah.
We're going to get cracking straight away.
Yeah.
Right, because it's just a no-brainer, this deal.
Now, the issue is, can I just, I love being brutally honest, the induction cooktop seems to be the issue that next time we do an event...
We're doing an event in August.
On TVSN?
Yeah.
But...
No induction.
You don't get the induction for free?
No.
Gee.
This is the last opportunity to grab the Smart Touch Eco Heat.
Yeah.
Included in the value pack that we're doing tonight.
So next event you won't get the induction cooktop? I'm going to tell you now because I don't want you mad at me. You can be mad at him, but not at me. Can we get started, mate? What are you doing?
What we're going to do to get the ball rolling real quick, we've got 2 reveals. We normally slowly build up. I don't know how many people have watched the show previously, and then after the clock ticks over at the half-hour mark,
then we make
the phones go
boom,
boom, boom, boom, boom. And it's generally because we're showing all the meals that we're doing.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do 2 reveals straight away, then run through, cook a meal and explain how it works.
Great.
Right? And then, well, if we've got any stock left, we've got some food behind us to share.
Now, there's a big reason, too, that I pushed that we did this reveal first of all before anything, because this is my #1 favourite dish.
It is.
You can do in the Ecopot.
It is.
Come on, let's not talk about it, let's show it.
Okay. Nice and simple. All right. In the Ecopot, all I've got is I've got a nice piece of corned beef. I put in 2 carrots, 2 potatoes, and a bottle of ginger beer.
Now,
nothing else.
For those of you saying that's not your favourite meal you can do in an Ecopot, you got to taste this.
Look at the
with
heat
the
come
ginger
out
beer.
of that, Jamie. Look at that heat come out. And that's from about 8:30 this morning that
Cooking
I've done that.
with 0 power.
Okay, so...
This, I know, you're saying, really? Corned beef?
Yeah.
I don't know what happens when you put it in the ginger beer for 8 hours, mate, but something beautiful happens.
Just the odour, hey, right now, it's fantastic. So I'll just cut that up a little bit further for you.
And this was cooked with no power, everybody.
No power at all. You've got to remember that. And the best part about it is the actual veggies that we've got in here. I'm going to pull that out. Look how solid the carrot is there.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Hold on a second. I'll wait to show you. Look at that.
That's just...
This is divine. And that's been in there for 8 hours. We'll explain.
Over 8 hours. We're going to explain how we've done it, but it's going to be very, very mind-blowing to those who have never seen an Ecopot before. There's a little spud, same way. Right, just cut that in half, and we can see straight up.
Isn't that gorgeous? There it is, everybody.
How's that corned beef,
I'm about
mate?
to try it now, huh? It is unbelievable.
That flavour with ginger beer is sensational, isn't it?
It's like the meat gets infused with the flavours of the ginger beer.
Okay.
Now, put that in sandwiches, eat it, put it with mash or your spuds or whatever you're doing.
Move that one away from you because I know that you're going to keep picking at it and there's plenty of food to go.
All right.
So, next reveal.
You're going to do another one?
Straight up. All right?
Let's go.
One of the most popular dishes anyone will do this time of the year, lamb shanks. Lamb shanks. And
how good does the Ecopot do lamb shanks?
well, it's sensational, isn't it? So let's just quickly, we've only had the corned beef on the stove for 20 minutes, right? That's it.
Yeah.
Come back 8 hours' time, see how hot it was, perfectly cooked. Lamb shanks.
We're going to, sorry, can I pause the whole thing for just a second?
Yep.
We're going to have to start talking a heck of a lot faster. Over 10% of stock is gone, everybody. I'll let you know when we're in low numbers. We sold out the other day. It's looking like it's going to go again.
This is going to happen.
What is that?
Now, this is sweet potato mash on top.
Yeah.
I'll just get a little scoop of that on here.
Gosh. See, here's the thing. You've come home from work and all you have done is lifted the lid and taken this food out. It's been cooking all day without an ounce of power, but it's guaranteed to be perfection, right?
Correct.
Go on, Con, do it
100%.
slowly. Do it slowly and sing a song while you're doing it.
Oh, no singing.
Oh, you sure?
Let's get this meat
Just a
out
little,
of here.
little favourite, little Greek love song or something? Go on, give me a little something. Here it comes. Look at this.
Look at that.
Oh, it's 50 Shades of Shanks, isn't it? Oh, that looks heaven.
I knew you were happy to see me tonight.
Yeah.
Look
But you know what? Lamb shanks,
at that
mate.
breaking away.
And you don't buy the expensive stuff, do you?
No, and I haven't even seared any of my meals tonight. And I'm going to show you in a minute. We're going to do a chicken curry with a rice.
Right.
Right? No searing, basically.
At all.
No, just throw all the food in, bit of liquid, got it to the boil, and away we go. No power.
See, you could go all fancy with this and spend a few hours, you know, looking over the stove and everything, and you won't get it as good as this. I remember once you told me it's like hungy food, like hungy meat.
From the ground, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cooking in its own residual heat. And, you know, like these aren't small shanks.
No, they're huge.
Okay, and you can get quite a few in there. So if you've got a family of 4 or there's only 2 of you, not an issue whatsoever.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put that one back in there. Going to quickly
I'm going to
tidy
go
up.
one more bit there, last time, promise.
Yeah, quickly tidy up a fraction, and then we're going to do a live dim.
Now, I need you to explain to everybody how this works at the same time.
How it does.
If you just tuned in, everybody, this pack's flying already. Next time you see this with the next event, you won't get the induction cooktop, which is a bit of a dud, but there's nothing we can do about that. That's the way it works, right? If we don't have it in stock, we don't have it in stock. Right now, we do. So everybody who gets a Slimline Ecopot, if you use that item number, you will get not only the Slimline Ecopot, you get the Eco Heat, you'll get the 2 stainless steel pots. What are the size of the pots?
6 and 3.
Come over really quick, Con.
Okay,
Real quick.
all right.
So 6 litre.
6 litre, 3 litre.
Are they
the glass
induction
lid,
ready?
Yeah, they're 18/8 stainless steel, and they've actually got a tri-ply base. All right, I'll just pick up that one there, and you'll see the 3 layers that are here. So as I'm going to explain right now, it'll actually help retain the heat in the base to help with the cooking process.
Brilliant.
All right, so look, these bags are $30 each. They're
I know,
fully
right?
insulated. Okay, so they're there not just to protect the actual pot, but they're helping maintain the cooking and the heat, and in summer, keeping things cool, as we will show you later on again.
You're also going to get the chopper included for free.
Yeah, well, I don't know how that happened. That
for
Angelique,
free.
she's a sweetie, that one. How she swung my brother to get that.
She organises our cooking shows.
Why don't we just drop a couple of onions in there? Just be careful,
Should we show
Jamie.
the chopper really quick?
Yeah, just do it real quick, all right? But look, they're getting it for free. I'll just put in a couple of onions.
Lovely.
Right, put the lid on it. You have actually never seen this product, right?
Yeah.
All right, so all you got to do now, before you hit go, right, see the black button on top?
Yeah.
It'll control the speed that you want to chop.
What do you mean?
When you press down. See?
Oh!
All right, so 4 very sharp stainless steel blades. Okay, so...
Dude, that's great.
Just don't cut yourself, please, Jamie.
All right, I just wanted to show you the gift. You're also getting the preservation gift for free. There's so much. But let's get
Okay.
to the core of it.
How does it work? How does an Ecopot work? How does it cook with no power?
Yeah.
How do I make $1 million? These are all fantastic questions, all right? But I've
Hopefully
got to
we can
tell
answer
you,
'em.
this one I can answer.
Okay.
How it cooks without power. So you've got the 2 quality saucepans here, 6 litres and 3 litres, 18/8 stainless steel.
Yeah.
Right, and all we're going to do is create the heat at the beginning.
Right.
All right, so basically, you walk in the door, you want to do a quick curry.
Sure.
Okay, and then you're going to sit down and watch TVSN.
Sure.
Okay? Now, so all we're going to do is quickly turn on the induction, and we're only going to go half power. And when we're talking about power, I'll explain that to you a little bit later on.
Lovely.
And got to remember, this is going to give you 3 times faster cooking than you normally do on an electric or ceramic stove in your house.
It's 3 times faster cooking.
And twice as fast as gas.
Right.
All right, so we've got some little chicken drumsticks. Right, so I'm just going to put them in there.
Even before that's super heated up,
Yeah, nah.
doesn't matter.
You know, you don't have to. I just put them in straight away.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my veggies in. I'm not doing any searing or sealing, right?
Yeah.
All right, there's some couple of potatoes, onion, carrot. Now, the secret to the event is liquid.
Right.
Now, at home, any meal that you do now in a crock pot or a slow cooker that you're churning all that power for 6 to 8 hours, all we're doing in an Ecopot is we're increasing the liquid amount. And I'm putting in a little bit of curry sauce.
Sure.
All right, I flew this in from India myself.
Is this recipe in the cookbook, my friend?
No.
Okay.
No,
but
this is...
There's
There's plenty of recipes in there, plenty of curries, casseroles, there's shanks, you've got cakes, breads, yogurts, roasts, corned beefs, osso buco, risotto.
It's all in there.
It's all in there.
Lamb and pumpkin. There's even desserts.
Everything's there.
In a minute.
Now, so we increase the liquid amount, right?
Right.
That's all we've got to do here. So we're putting in a little
Stock?
bit of stock. So in other words, at home, just increase your liquid. So in other words, if you're doing, say, a casserole and you use a small can of tomatoes and a half a cup of stock,
Yep.
right, we're going to use a large can of tomatoes and 1 cup of stock.
Okay.
That's it, right? Bit of curry powder.
So you're not even really increasing it by that much, are you, really?
No, look, I'll put a little bit of water in there.
Yeah.
Right, and then all we're going to do, so we're basically covering the food. Okay, we'll give that a stir.
And you're putting a bit of heat into it. Yeah. Obviously, these are induction ready that you're getting both. Do you realise, like these two, induction ready
almost $200 on their own to get
so
these two
expensive.
saucepans, all right?
But they're included too.
Okay, so, all right, so there's my curry, right? So all I would do now, all I've got to do is get it up to the boil. So I'll just hit it over. So what we're going to do in the meantime, we're going to make a rice at the same time.
Right.
And we're going to put the rice on top of the curry.
Yeah.
Okay, and the heat from the curry when we transfer to the Ecopot will actually cook my rice. So all I'm going to do, it's supposed to be the absorption method, okay?
Okay.
So we're talking about 1 cup to 2, all right?
And this is all you do. Now, all you're doing is putting heat in the base of the pan. We've got less than 90 packs left.
Yeah,
but again,
not gonna last.
Isn't it the time of year? I know we're talking about it. Isn't it the time of year to be using Ecopot?
Well, this is why we sold out last week.
Yeah.
And the deal that we did last week, in hindsight, well, it probably wasn't as good because they're getting the chopper tonight.
Yeah, it's true.
All right,
Yeah,
so...
Okay.
So all we're going to do, we get that up to the boil. So we're in TV world here. If we're in real life, what we would do, we'd let it get to the boil. Once it got to the boil, we'll simmer it for 10 minutes. Then we'll transfer the rice directly on top.
Yep.
As such.
Put the lid on.
Yep. Your job's finished. You'll now transfer this right into your Ecopot. Now,
that's
there's no leads, no power. I'll just turn this fella off for a minute. Basically, say you've simmered it for 10. It's
bizarre, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's ready to eat in 2 hours.
Ready to eat in 2 hours.
But if you're not ready, the only proviso here is don't do this.
Don't open it.
Just going to have a look. I'm just going to have a look. Because every time you open and close and release the heat, you'll ruin the meal. So if you're not going to eat it in 2 hours, you can leave it in there nice and safe for a period of from 8 to 10 hours and it cannot overcook.
So if I do this first thing in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning before I go to work, and then I get home 8 to 10 hours later, that meal will be still piping hot, it will be perfectly cooked, and I can just open the lid and eat my meal when I get home.
Correct.
And it won't be, wait, it won't be overcooked and it won't be undercooked.
No.
Guaranteed.
100%.
How does it work?
I keep saying to myself, I'm not going to say 100%. It is. I can't do anything about that. It is 100%. And the other thing is, there's no liquid absorption. So if we can zoom in again on that lamb shank at the front, right? Have a look at the carrots. Have a look at the potatoes.
See, look at this, man.
Right, they're perfectly cooked.
Yeah.
Right, but they're not mush. They're not like that mash.
And you haven't spent hours in the kitchen, and you used no electricity during
power.
the day. So it's different from a slow cooker, correct?
100%.
How's it different from a slow cooker?
Well, see, what happens with a slow cooker is the heat when you turn it on is constant, and it's the same heat travelling all the way through to that 8-hour mark.
Sure.
So what happens if you overdo it? You do get those veggies that are mush.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
And
You're
how
using
much
power.
are we paying for power?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, right.
Oh, I just got another bill. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I know, I did too, actually. And a reminder. But with this, no power at all. Now, you said before, is it thermoplasm? That's the insulation.
Thermoplasm is that's the insulation, right? So it's 360 degrees, fully insulated.
Right.
So I'm going to pull out the meal now that I did this morning, the replica of what we've just done live.
Yeah.
and you're going to taste it.
I can't wait to taste
All right.
it. Hey, by the way, you get your little recipe book too. With beef, all you have to do is simmer it for 10 to 15 minutes, and it's ready to eat anywhere after 3 hours. We've got less than 80 left, everyone. After 3 hours, anywhere before about 10 hours. Is that right, Con?
Correct.
Okay, with lamb, same with pork, same with chicken. Simmer it for 10 to 15 minutes, and then anywhere from 3 to up to 10 hours, it's ready to eat.
8 to 10 hours, we always say. Now, I want to point out one thing in the cookbook.
Yeah, please do.
Sorry for, you're probably zooming in on that.
No, that's all right.
All right. Lamb.
That was lamb. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, lamb, here we go. Lamb shanks
Thanks
in
for
white
that.
wine. Look, the methods here, this is from a client of ours. So basically, they're your ingredients, and in the method, it gets to a point where it'll say, add wine and stock, bring to the boil, and gently simmer for 15 minutes. Transfer it into the Ecopot. It's ready in 2 hours.
So you're saying this, I could do that in the morning, simmer it for 10 to 15 minutes, I'd come home from work, ready to eat. I could drop it off at my grandparents' house.
I keep joking every time I come on here because if you're traffic in Sydney, and I say you could actually put a corned beef on when you leave work, right?
Yeah.
Put it in the car by the time you get home, okay? You could eat it. Or if you're not ready, you can leave it for a few hours.
I've got a dumb question. While you're travelling with it, it's still cooking.
Yeah, there's no power. And, you know, this is the idea of the travel bag, of the carry bag, and it's fully insulated, all right? So it's not...
It's brilliant, right?
Yeah, look, that's thick. That's not your general bag that you get from your local supermarket.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so it's going to help, but it's there for you to travel along with. You know, like... We mentioned last week...
Less than 70 left, sorry, Con.
We mentioned last week at the Brisbane Caravan Show, traditionally everyone comes to those shows, buys an Ecopot to use for caravanning camping.
Right.
What we found was everyone was coming and buying to use them in the house.
Oh, really?
I'm serious. Everyone
right.
was saying, we're buying it for home. We're buying, because, you know, we always ask the questions. We're buying it for home.
Yeah, right.
You know, so...
There's been a massive shift to people actually using these.
Well, they
in the
know.
home now
They
too.
understand now.
Yeah.
You know, so... You read out what you need, and I'm
Hey,
going to
we've
serve
got
up.
emails coming in galore. Thank you. We just got one here. Hi, my name is Malcolm. I bought the Ecopot 18 months ago and have used it every week since. I find it the greatest appliance ever made.
Malcolm.
Big call, Malcolm, but I
Well,
love
Malcolm.
Since you've got such a quality name, I reckon that's a good call. Hey,
No.
do you know, a lot of people say that, and I find when we get feedback on the Ecopot, there's a couple of dishes in particular that people love. The lamb shanks.
Yeah.
If you bought it to do lamb shanks once a week, worth every single cent of $2.99. If you bought it to do the corned beef once a week,
there is no
the
better
ginger
way
ale.
to do a corned beef. There is no better way. All right, so we'll just serve up a little bit of this. This is the rice, and that's been in there all day, right? So we'll just plate up a little bit. And the Chinese love this, mate. They
See
love it.
I mean, it's a phenomenal rice cooker without an ounce of power.
Correct.
I mean, it must be ridiculous still trying to explain it to people for the first time. I remember the first few shows I did with you, and you keep on talking about, hang on, you're cooking with no power, mate. But it just works. If you've never seen the Ecopot before, you've got to kind of trust it. You just got to flow with it here. And if it seems weird cooking without power, you're right, it is. But it just does what it does, and it does it brilliantly. How many Ecopots do you think have been sold at TVSN?
Well, I remember that they celebrated 5 years last August.
Yeah.
And basically, I think it's been 5 years almost as your #1 kitchen product.
It's amazing. Do you want to... I've got a spoon if you want it.
You know, it helps if I bring you on the right utensil.
Yeah, no, I'm here for you.
Yeah,
That other one had holes in it.
Yeah.
No judgment.
I just want to get a bit of the juice.
Yeah.
So you can see the amount of liquid we've had in there.
So you've just got home from work. We've got less than 60 everyone. You just got home from work. You've been commuting. It's freezing, blooming cold. It's been raining. You've had an absolute sod of a day. But then you walk into the house, you get a freezing cold wine, or a big fat red, and you open your Ecopot and you're having a hot curry in 10 seconds.
Yeah, but you got to remember, what did we do over here? We just threw all the food in, we poured the liquid in, then you're going to let it get to the boil, so you're going to go and change.
Yeah.
The chicken, look at it back away.
Falling apart.
Right?
I could blow on that chicken and it will fall apart.
You know, so
Oh, mate, you want some of this, don't you?
Oh, I am
Get
a
your
bit
own
hungry,
fork.
but no, I'm right. I'm
Can
right.
I say another thing too? Do you know what we fear at winter time? Power bill.
Yep.
We really do. Every time you put on the heater or you're cooking, you go, oh, gee, how much is it going to be this quarter? To know that you're doing cooking, you know, maybe use it 2 or 3 times a week. Some people I know use it 6 nights a week. How much of a difference is that going to make on your power bill? Be a big difference, Con.
It is. How's that, buddy?
It's the texture of the meat, and it tastes like somebody got a syringe and injected the meat with the flavours and the juice. That's what it tastes like.
I think what I really want to do, right, is just quickly, breaking tradition again.
I
you
know.
need to
We
do
had a
something.
quick question. A lot of people asking about the other gift. Is it a
Yep.
purchase with purchase? Do you get it for free? Con, would you run over with me really quick?
The-
And that is
Yep.
our preservation kit.
Okay, I'll just grab
It
this
is
one.
included, absolutely free.
I'm-
Now, you're going to receive your little tray, your separator, so you can put a couple of different layers. And you got
all the different spoons. You got the unlocker. Look,
mason jars.
mate,
is that
now
what
that's what I wanted to bring this over for. See,
Yeah.
I'm a bit young. Yeah.
Not like
so
your brother.
I'm not a pickler, right? So basically, but I love my mason jars because, see, what I do is when we have our one night, my family,
Yeah.
my wife Di and I, and we have a pizza night, and like there's me anchovies, there's me Kalamata olives, here's me artichokes.
Oh, my
here's
favourite,
me,
good onions.
sun-dried tomato with feta in it, right? And they're our pizza toppings, basically.
Now you're
The mason jars are sensational.
They are.
But that recipe book will explain all about preserving and pickling, okay?
Yeah. I'll show you. Well, you got all your jams: strawberry jam, thyme jam, tart rock and raspberry jam, 4 berry jams. Man,
I
plum,
can't remember. I think
peach,
last week we
ginger jam.
charged them for the preservation kit, and this week they're getting it for free. Is it a gift with purchase?
It is an absolute gift,
Gift with
anything
purchase.
in the show.
So they're getting that and the chopper.
Yeah, and you're getting the book to show you how to do all your pickling and everything. So whether you like it or not, you get the preservation kit. But it's been such a superstar on its own that it's nice to be able to give it as a gift. This is kind of like an on the way out deal because next time we do the show, the next event, you won't get the Eco Heat.
No.
You
Well, there's
won't.
no eco heats.
Everybody, I want
There
to
is
show you
no
a quick
Eco
clip.
Heats.
We'll be back on the other side. We've got way less than 60 left to the pack. We're going to show you next your Eco Heat induction cooktop. Have a look at this.
Making your own jams, preserves and pickles is satisfying and fun with Ecopot and the new preservation kit. It's easy, just follow the instructions in your recipe book. For jam, gently boil the fruit for 15 minutes and place it into the Ecopot for 2 hours. Drain the water, then add any additional ingredients if required. Gently heat the mix so everything is incorporated, then mash to the consistency you like. Cook for a further 15 minutes or until your jam sets. Once it's cool, spoon the jam into the decorative jars. Screw the lids on tight and set the jars on the preserving rack. Place this into the inner pot, cover the rack with water and bring it to the boil. Lastly, transfer that pot into the Ecopot and close the lid. Now enjoy homemade jams packed full of freshness and preservative-free, just like Grandma used to make. Pickle all your favourites like onions, cucumbers, beetroot and the healthy goodness of kimchi and sauerkraut. Ecopot does it all. Ecopot's preservation kit saves you money too. Buy in bulk, buy in season and preserve the produce packed full of freshness. If you love your Ecopot, it's now even better, thanks to the preservation kit. It's delicious, made easy.
I got to tell you, the curry is phenomenal, but what makes it taste even better is I didn't pay the energy company anything to make it. I almost feel bad. Yeah, right, I feel bad. I think I paid them enough over the years.
No, look, in your house,
Yeah.
you or the missus, right? If you're doing something like a curry or a casserole or a corned beef, and you do it on the stove or you do it in the oven,
Yeah.
you have it on for how long?
Oh, cool. Ages.
Ages,
Yeah,
right.
depending on what you're making, could be hour, couple of hours, different things.
We're talking 10, 15 minutes.
Max.
If it's if you're doing a roast, like a bake, and we're going to show you a bread in a minute,
Yeah.
you know, maybe 20 minutes simmering. That's
Yeah.
it.
But the fact is when I get home, it's ready and it's cooked to perfection and the meat tastes like somebody's injected it. Speaking of that, we just had a question from Renee. Thanks, Renee, asking, what is the recipe for the ginger beer corned beef? And Con said it's very complicated. You ready for this?
Yeah, you better.
What
hang
is it?
on. You'll need a recorder, a tape recorder to record this. Sorry, I keep these new shoes are too pointy.
Yeah,
Sorry, mate.
very pointy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Buy yourself a piece of corned beef, put it in the Ecopot, buy yourself a bottle of ginger beer, actually 2 bottles, 2 1.25 litre bottles.
Yep, 2.5
Pour it
litres
in,
of ginger beer.
yeah, and if you want any veg in it, that's it. Get
Switch
it to
it
the
on.
boil, simmer for about 15, 20 minutes, put it in the pot and just go and do your thing. Come back in 2 to 3 hours. If you're not ready, come back in 8 to 10 hours.
Isn't that great that there's no thermostat, there's no timer on it? It's a no-brainer.
Imagine going to a kid's sporting event or you're doing the milk run. Yeah, so we're going, it's cricket season, right?
Yeah.
And you got to go and sit down there all day watching the young ones, young girls
Yep.
and the young boys
Yep.
playing their cricket. What you do is you get a loaf of bread, take it with you,
Yeah.
take the corned beef in the Ecopot and slice it up and feed the whole side.
So you could do that, right?
Well, why wouldn't you? People do.
We've done it with our kids before, taking hot dogs, sausage rolls, all that kind of thing to football games.
Well, I said to the young lady over here that's assisting tonight, I said, we were walking, my wife and I were walking our dog along Burley Heads about a month or 2 ago. And it's very busy there on a Saturday. Sunday we're walking along and, you know, normally you got the gazebos and families get in early and you wouldn't read about it. We saw 2 different families with an Ecopot each.
Ah, no way.
I had to go up. Oh,
Did you say good day?
Oh, yeah, I took a selfie. Ah.
Did they tell you to get lost, or is it all right?
No.
Did call the police?
So listen.
All right,
Look,
Eco Heat.
we know that the Ecopot, right, you got to pay $350. Bottom line, on its own.
When you do a show somewhere else, what do you charge for an Eco Heat?
Well, the Brisbane Caravan Show, I had my son selling these, right, and basically we were doing them as a special with a carry bag for $2.99. And we were doing the Ecopot on its own with a carry bag and a cookbook for $2.99.
So that gives you an idea of the deal. This is exclusive. That is an understatement, how exclusive this is to us.
Let's be real clear here.
Yeah.
Right? There are no more inductions coming.
Until when?
At this stage, the next event for the Ecopot is August, and it is pot only.
Really?
There is no induction, and that's why we actually tested it at the Brisbane Caravan Show.
Yeah.
And it was very successful. So you guys out there with this remaining, what is it, 50 or 60 that we've got now?
Yeah, 40.
Right?
I think.
Oh, wow, even less. Wow.
Yeah.
Look, you're getting this for free, and all you've got to do... I'm just going to
Here
explain
we go.
something.
We just shown you, if you wanted to buy it on its own with us, it's still $350. That's how so it's light as a feather.
2 kgs around your entertainment area at home. All those people who live in units and high-rises, plug it in, put it out on the balcony, put your barbecue griddle on it, and do your barbecuing out there on the balcony.
Yeah.
All right?
Oh,
It's as simple as that.
It's
All
one
right.
of the only induction cooktops where you can actually put cast iron griddle
Correct.
on, right?
And how do we know if anything works on an induction?
How?
The old trick. Get a fridge magnet. If it sticks to the base of the pan, it'll work on here.
All right,
All
show
right.
us.
So when you turn it on, and this has been designed for people who go off-road as well. So if you've got a partner or you both go four-wheel driving or caravanning camping, you can use this off a generator or an inverter. So to turn it on, you hit the button twice and it'll come up at 500. That's the amount of watts you're using. So just for home use, just go straight up to the boost.
It's hard to
There's
see on
one
your TV.
button here.
Yeah.
It says T and W.
That's starting to boil.
Yeah, well, that's boiling now.
How much faster than electricity?
It's 3 times faster than a ceramic stove or an electric stove. So it's going to save you about 60% of your energy.
See, look at that. That's starting to boil.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. But that's cool here.
Yep, the silicon mat, it's there to help make it non-slip,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Do
and
you get that
protect the
included?
glass. And that's coming included. And we sell plenty of these on their own. People love them. All right, so temperature controls, you can go from 60 degrees all the way down up to 200 degrees. So that's straight down to 60. If you hit the barbecue setting, it's preset at 200 degrees, and up on the ball she goes.
So I know a lot of people will use their induction cooktop. They put it next to their normal cooktop, use it as an extra element. They just use it all the time.
This is releasing no heat into the house in summer as well.
Of course.
All right, so...
And super safe for anyone to use because there's no open flame.
No. That's right.
Wow. And it's so light. Could I, at the end of the day, pick that up, because I know you got one in that case there,
Yeah,
and just shove it in a shelf?
You can, of course you can. Just put it in your
chuck it away.
pantry. I'll just put this
That's your
over here
boiling
for a
water.
minute.
That's how fast it boils.
Yeah, so feel that.
So I could pick that up and I could just put it in a cupboard or something like that.
You just put, that's
How
what we do
amazing
at
is that?
home. We actually put it in the bag and pack it away.
Yeah.
Right, so,
That's brilliant.
you know, like,
Normally $350, you're getting that included for free. Next event, you will not get that included for free. Not because Con's not a nice guy,
No.
but I just don't have them. Just don't have them for quite a number of months, everybody.
Now,
You're saving yourself over $500 in this deal. Just to let you know, if you were to get the Eco Heat on its own, it's normally $350. So if you're thinking of buying it on its own, don't use that item number, 104544, and you'll get it for $299, as well as getting an Eco Pot Slimline and the carry case, and the preservation kit, and the chopper, and the pots, all
everything.
included.
It is a
It's a
no-brainer.
It's absolute no-brainer.
So just quickly, I won't do this too long. I just want to show the old melting the cheese, right? So if we can focus on the actual pan, right, and you'll see that, it's starting to sizzle away. All
The cheese
right,
starting to go.
and we're not going to let that go
Oh,
too
go on.
long. No, because the people at the back don't really enjoy cleaning that.
Oh,
yeah,
dude, it looks so good.
And
So
you-
that's melting.
and this
is
all
melting.
not. Yeah, look.
It's a phenomenal demonstration, isn't it?
Yeah.
No heat at all.
No, and I've turned that off now, right? So.
Wow. We got less than 40 left, everyone.
All right, so-
Okay, let's keep it on cooking. If you're just tuned in now, welcome to the show. We've got about 20 minutes left. Hopefully the stock will last. We've got Con with us. Do you reckon TVSN get the best deals on the Ecopot?
Well, they do.
No doubt about it.
You're our number one client.
There you go.
All right, so.
Because you love us the most, right?
Oh, I do. We all do. Yeah.
me, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's you. It's not that other guy, the one that's holidaying in Greece.
Oh, Pete Mason's living
Yeah.
the dream again. Don't even start me. Let's keep some food coming.
All right.
We're talking about it so this time of year that Ecopot is so perfect for. To be able to come home and have your meals ready to go. Anyone come home and just don't feel like going out, don't feel like cooking, when it's freezing, you got to try and warm the house up. To know you can pop open the lid of your Ecopot and start cooking. What do you got? Start eating.
Well, you know.
What do you got? Do I need a fork?
Nah, not really.
Corn on the cob.
You know what we're
Big
doing
as my
here.
gob. Let's have a look.
Yeah. Well, you know, this is going to be hot because that's what you said last week.
Yeah, I know, it was
so
super
just
hot.
show them, everyone, that it's actually cooked.
Oh, it always squirts me every single blooming time. Ooh, you got to put a heck of a lot of salt and butter on corn on the cob. Anyone else agree?
Yeah,
You have a lot. Oh, and that's just squirting all over the place.
Gee, you got me in the ear. What are you doing, mate? Right?
That
Okay.
is heaven.
All
Okay,
right.
what else you got?
Here we go.
Did you do ribs?
I did the ribs for
Gee,
you,
you're a
mate.
good man.
I knew you'd be hungry tonight,
Gee, your wife's a
Jamie.
lucky woman. Do you do this all the time?
Oh, every night. Every night. They do the dishes, the whole lot.
Those ribs have
Not.
been in there how long, Con?
7:30
7:30 this morning?
morning. Yeah.
Gee, we've got 37 left of the packs, everyone, just to warn you.
Look,
With the chopper and the
there's
preservation.
so many in here.
We need to get you some better tools. That's really hard like that.
Yeah.
Can someone else con out? Okay. For
Yeah.
those of you that have never seen this show before, I have a few favourites. My number one is the corned beef with the ginger beer is just killer. You need to do that once a week. Lamb shanks need to be done once a week. The curry is a knockout. But
Let's talk about the ribs. How easy was this? Right, so,
I wish you had like a romantic song to sing. We
so
got
basically, all we've
29
done,
left, everyone.
we've got a rack of ribs. I've cut them up. I've put them in the large saucepan. And then all I've done is
that's
I've put over the flavour, which I buy myself from the supermarket. I've got to be honest. I've got to be honest. Or it's
Is that why
very
you didn't
simple.
make yourself?
Yeah, just make sure you got the ribs covered, get it to the boil,
Yeah.
and then you can put the corn in the saucepan on top, or for those, if you've got the little steamer, how's that flavour? Great.
It's unreal.
15 minutes.
15
right,
minutes, put some heat
on
in
the
the
stove,
pan.
that's it. Into the pot, leave it alone. Just
Can't-
come back after 2 hours, come back in 8 hours, come back in 9 hours.
You can't overcook it. You can't undercook it.
You're not going to get anything
Honestly,
better than that.
imagine that for your week's meals.
No, you're not going to get
and
better
again,
than that.
look at that amount you're saving on power bill too. You'd almost feel guilty. Yeah, right.
All right.
4 easy payments we've got on this too. You get it home for $74.75. That's your Ecopot. We'll go through everything you get in just a second again, but we've only got about 20 something left. And you've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. We dispatch within 48 hours, so in a couple of days, you've got it home and you're away cooking, doing your corned beef and the ginger beer. Great time to order. We're getting really low now in stock. We'll be back after this to show you more meals you can make.
Imagine a cooking appliance without a plug. No electricity or gas required. That's Ecopot. The savings on your energy bills will amaze you. It's not pressurized, so it's safer, gentler cooking. Meals cook slowly. Ingredients are infused. Flavors enhanced. Your food retains its texture and integrity. The secret is thermo-steam. Ecopot traps and stores latent heat, creating an oven without the need for power. And it's versatile too. For smaller meals, use the 2.5 litre pot. For bigger meals like ribs, roasts and family casseroles, use the 5 litre pot. Or use both pots at the same time for meals like curry and rice or your favourite pasta dishes. Add just a little more liquid to your dishes to aid the thermal steam process. Kickstart the cooking by placing the inner pot onto any heat source for 10 to 15 minutes. Electric, gas, induction, even a campfire. The tri-ply base of the inner pot traps and stores the heat. Now place it into the outer pot. Closing the lid creates the thermo-steam oven. Ecopot does the rest. Your meal is done in 2 to 3 hours, or come back up to 8 hours later. You can eat when you want. No more stirring pots. No more waiting and watching for food to cook. You eat when you want to. With Ecopot, just set and forget. Meals retain more natural flavour and nutrition. Meat and vegetables retain their texture. Pasta stays al dente and rice cooks to perfection. The versatility of the Ecopot is amazing. Meals ready when you want them, at home or out and about. And instead of this, it's a super simple wash-up. Ecopot frees up time. Ecopot saves you money. Ecopot. Cooking without power.
Hey, thanks so much for your emails and questions. Con, really quickly, before we do another reveal, would you mind just zipping through everything?
Yeah, sure.
Again, so we know awesome places.
Well, let's go the preservation kit to start with, right? You're getting all this in front of me absolutely free. The mason jars, the rack, all the measuring spoons, you've got the glove, the lock, you've got the handle, and you've got the recipe book on how to pickle and how to preserve. And like I said, fantastic these jars are in your actual fridge.
Okay.
The Ecopot.
Here we go.
Here's the
Not
baby.
$3.50. You do specials for $2.99.
$2.99 at a show, right? $3.50, right, is every day of the week. Wow. Okay. 2 quality saucepans. Okay. 6 litre, 3 litre glass lid. The saucepans are 18/8 stainless, and they've got a tri-ply base, meaning they work on anything, even a campfire.
I've got to say that again. Those 2 pots are 2 and a 6 litre or 3 and a 6 litre.
200,
yeah, a couple $100.
Yeah.
Induction.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. Carry bag's $30.
Yep.
Right.
That's
you get the
included.
carry bag for the induction, I believe.
Yeah, you do. I think you do.
Yeah,
Do you get the carry bag for the induction as well? I've got to double check because I wouldn't want to tell you. Do you get the carry bag for the induction as well? We're just doing a little bit of a check on that to find out. I'm not sure if you do. No, you don't.
No, it's not.
You have to carry it on your own.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you put it in a laptop bag just about. It's so simple.
That's it. Look, the Smart Touch induction we've just been through, right? It's a no-brainer, and you're getting it for free, and it's over $350 odd.
Yeah, and
You know, so-
I hate missing out on things. I tell you what, you tune in August, you won't be getting
No inductions. That's
no
it.
induction.
So,
Okay.
just quickly, because
We got more? Because I want to give you ideas of what you can cook. Don't
Yeah.
forget, you're going to get... We've got 9 packs left. Sorry, everyone.
9?
You're going to get your recipe.
Ooh.
These recipes in here are actually from people who are Ecopot owners. Isn't that right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
So, when you're doing things like rice and pasta, you basically got to fluff them up at the end, all right?
Right.
So,
Because they've been sitting in there for like
well,
up to
they have.
10 hours.
They have.
So that pasta won't go all mushy.
It won't go mushy.
Won't go soggy.
No, and a good tip for it, and that I do normally, which I didn't do tonight, is I add a bit of olive oil when I'm actually boiling it up. All right, so.
Oh yeah, come on. What do you got? Spag bowl?
Spag bowl, mate.
You can't beat it, can you?
No.
With an absolute load of parmesan, an offensive amount of parmesan.
And you know what?
What?
Because I wasn't sure, because last week I overdid it with the garlic.
Yeah.
I said, nah, well, I'm going to make one. No garlic, mate.
No garlic in it?
No garlic. I'd never do this. See, I couldn't eat it.
No.
I couldn't eat it.
I like to have garlic in it too.
Right. I'll just whack that over there. Just taste the mince a little bit for me.
All right.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to show everyone.
See, I swear, all the meat tastes different in the Ecopot.
Yeah.
It tastes
flavour. Yeah, it's
really
like
full.
you said, you hit the word, you hit the nail on the head. It infuses anything that you put in there, but there's no liquid absorption.
No.
Even though we're relying on the liquid to cook your food, right? Very important, okay, that you have the extra liquid, but you're not going to lose that liquid either.
Quick question came in. So the food, after 8 hours, I can still just open the lid and cook, eat it?
I'm at home, right? If I put it on in the morning, right, what I normally do is I'll pop a corned beef on, I'll jump in the shower. By the time I come out, I put it in the pot, I go to work. When I come home, before I'm about to serve it up, what I generally do, I put it back on the stove, any stove, doesn't have to be the induction, if you've got gas, whatever, and just get it a little bit up again, just so it's piping hot, because I love a piping hot meal. And I'm talking 10, 11 hours later.
Which is for not, but 8 hours.
So 8 hours is fine.
6, 7, 8, 9.
No, it's
ready
fine.
to go for you. We just had Jenny from WA say the Ecopot is clearly the best thing I have ever bought. She's a platinum member at TVSN, which means she has tried a lot of things from us.
Love WA.
She said it's the best thing she's ever bought in her life. Said the cookbook has yummy recipes. You're getting that included for free. I've made the ginger beer corned beef. She says it's very yummy. We love you.
Jenny.
We love you, Jen from WA.
Jenny.
She said she's got shoulder injuries and it's been an absolute godsend. That's nice, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
well
she said,
done.
so quick, so easy. Thank you, TVSN, for this absolutely amazing product. Do you know, Jen, it's showing sold out. There's a few just to go through the carts, everybody. Can we just, before we do this, can you put the lid on? I want to give people a chance just to grab the last ones we have, or refresh your browser just in case one of these packs pop back. It's a humongous pack. Delivery's just under $8 anywhere in Australia or New Zealand.
All $8 in New Zealand.
Yeah, delivery. It's amazing, right? Have a look at this. We're back in a second.
Hello, I'm Paul, the Thug and Minder Man. I sell live insects and I travel all over Australia to collect them on some really remote areas. I rely on my Ecopot because I know it's going to work. And for you guys out there, it's a must to have one of these because I could be in there for 10 hours looking for different insects, and I know the Ecopot's going to be reliable, and when I come back it's going to be cooked for me. But the only problem I have is my wife will want the Ecopot in the kitchen, so make sure you get two, one for you and one for the wife.
I work in Central Queensland and I'm a miner, and we work hard. You fellas know that. The other thing I like to do is eat well, but camp food gets plain old and boring. Not too long ago my mum bought me an Ecopot. Now I eat well, I eat better, and I save time. I get more sleep in, and I get to sneak in that extra beer.
I now go to my Ecopot because I find that it saves me money. I don't have to worry about having an electrical appliance on when I'm out. Do it in the morning. It saves me time. We have such a very, very busy life here, and I cannot live without the Ecopot.
We've had the Ecopot for about 2 years now. We've taken it a lot of places in our time, but we found that on a Friday arvo, it's always nice to have a bit of a feed with the blokes after they've done a good week's work. The Ecopot is just so simple. We prepare it before we go to work, come into the workshop, let it cook itself, and at the end of the day, mate, we just sit around and have a couple of beers and have a good feed.
I love hearing people talk about the Ecopot. Do you know what? People of all different walks of life love it for different reasons. For me, I'll be one that says I love the idea that I'm not using power when I'm out because I don't like leaving things on. I guess I got it from my dad, who he's Scottish as well. So before he'd leave the house, switch everything off because didn't want to spend any money, right? But you grow up like that, and the idea of leaving something running all day long while you're out, it just doesn't sit well. So to know you've got something cooking your meal for you that's not costing you $1
And the entertainment value in it. You're going over to a family member's place around Christmas time or for a party. Or
Yeah.
What do you do?
Let's do this.
You normally take something, don't you?
Yeah, of course you do.
But how about on a stinking hot day?
Yeah.
I don't want to take any hot meal, so I might do something like this. So basically, I'll just get you to feel the base.
Freezing. Absolutely
cold,
freezing.
Just from the fridge, right? So all I've done is just some fresh fruit.
Yeah.
Right, and some prawns. Simple as that. And there's no crossover of any odours.
No, not at all.
None whatsoever, mate.
So riddle me this.
So
you put the prawns in there.
Yeah, this morning all I did, when I went to the supermarket, come back quickly and started the meal prep, I put the food straight into the fridge, into these two saucepans.
So the saucepans are in the fridge as well?
Just like this.
Okay, do it like that. They both go in the fridge.
I put that in the fridge.
Boom.
And I brought it out an hour or so later and just put it straight in the pot.
How long in the Ecopot will that stay cold for?
Well, me and you always debate this topic.
Yes.
You get from the other Samios, you get told something a little bit firmer.
Outrageous.
But remember, Con by name.
Not by nature.
Not by nature.
How long?
It'll be okay for most of the day.
Most of the day.
Yeah.
If I was to put, because I could put a few beers in there with ice, how many, you'd know, how many beers could I put in there?
Six-pack, mate, of VB. With a handful of ice, I can put them in warm. They'll be cold in 15 minutes and they'll stay cold all day.
If I put a six-pack of beer in there...
Yep. VB.
With ice, only VB.
Warm
beer with ice.
With a handful of ice. They'll be cold in 20 minutes.
Rubbish.
Listen.
Rubbish.
Come to any caravan show and come and see me and I'll prove it to you.
Honestly, hand on heart, for real.
Yeah.
Will it fit a bottle of wine up? Standing?
No. You'll have to get small bottles of wine.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, maybe what do they call them? The flask or the flagon.
Cask.
There, you know the thing.
Anyway,
All right,
half a dozen beers will fit in the VBs.
So basically, there's a cold side of things, right?
Okay, I'm going to say something else too.
Yep.
So what about if I was going to... we just had a question then.
Yep.
You don't get the steamer with this, do you, Con?
Not in this pack.
You don't?
And I'm not sure
do we
if
have any? I'm just checking.
You've got any left? Because we had it last week. I'm not sure if you got any left because they sold quite well last week.
We are just seeing if we do have any steamers left. Christy, our producer, is running the show. If we do, we'll put it up on the bottom of the screen. And if you're after the steamer, do we have it? We do.
You do?
We've got a few. Great.
Oh, beautiful.
They're $29.95. We've got a few in stock. Great news.
Might leave
If you want, the steamer's really good too, isn't it, Con?
Well, yeah, because I use it as a strainer as well.
Okay, great. Yeah, really handy.
So, yeah, you know, so...
Okay, there you go.
Simple as, they're very, very popular at a caravan show. I'm going to tell you, so obviously they're popular at home as well because they went well last week. Con,
can I ask you another question too? So if you've got the Ecopot in the boot of the car, I'm going into the shops, I pick up, say, ice cream and milk and yogurt, that kind of thing.
Put them in. Put them in and they'll keep them cold.
Couple of hours, would they be safe?
Of course they will. Go down to the Sydney fish markets.
Yeah.
Right, fill it up.
And they'll be safe for 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours?
Go for a walk around Darling Harbour and spend a bit of money.
Yep.
All the top dollars that you make.
Right. And they'll be fine.
Totally. They're fine. Last reveal.
Okay, one more meal to go.
Got to thank Mark for this one. She actually prepared this one for me.
Oh, see, this is nice.
Yeah. And this is in the recipe book. Yep. All right. And so we've got a soup underneath, a pumpkin soup. All right.
That's damper on top.
And that's a damper on top. So the heat from the soup has actually cooked.
Because you don't put any heat in the top layer, do you normally?
No.
Not at all,
mate.
So you didn't put any heat in the one that the damper's in?
No.
And I'm going to use, my mum would just absolutely shoot me if she was around. I'm using a dessert spoon to eat soup.
And I'll just open that bread up. Yeah, she's done a good job. That's fantastic, actually.
See, what's that? That's a cream of pumpkin.
Yeah.
I've got chilli in my pumpkin soup. Do you know that?
The other thing is, with the bread, if you are at home, put it straight into the oven for a couple of minutes in there. Leave it in the dish if you want, just to brown up the top a little bit.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. You don't forget you can use these saucepans in the oven. They've got little.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, they've got the little silicone handles on them. All right, so you can actually lift that out. What's that taste like?
Gee, you're like my feeder. Hey, we've got a few just to go through to the checkout, everybody. And when I say few, I mean half a dozen. So, All I can say is if you do have one in your cart, you've got a lot of people queuing up behind you, you've got your 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's very safe shopping with us. Refresh your browser. Give us a call back, 13 23 10.
Another one.
Great to see you, my friend.
See you, buddy. All the best.
See you, everybody.
Bye.
I'm Sarah Blakely, the founder and inventor of Spanx, and welcome to Spanx headquarters. I'm really personally excited because so much has changed since I was packing orders out of the back of my apartment not that long ago. And our mission has remained the same through all those years, to create products that make a really big difference in women's lives, and then to make a difference in women's lives far beyond the products that we create.
Hello. This does mean that your today's special offer has sold out, but we still have you covered here at TVSN with your What's Hot deal of the day. And this time it is from customer favorite, Peony Faux Flowers. These gorgeous, gorgeous flower arrangements can be yours at a great, great price because we've dropped it by $39.05. 174984 is your item number. Now, these are straight from the peony garden, essentially. They just mold them on actual flowers from this gorgeous, gorgeous garden over in England to create amazing, realistic-looking faux flowers that are yours to enjoy every single day. No need to water them, no need to take care of them. If you don't have a green thumb, it's fine. You can still have gorgeous flowers in your living room, in your entryway, all over your home, wherever you like. All you have to do with this particular pack is choose which flower you would like, because it does come in your options of 3. First up, we're going to start with our great little peony over there in the corner. We've got that great little pink one over there. All of these come in a beautiful ceramic vase that has been color coordinated with the beautiful ribbons. That is your peony in the pink. Coming over, we have a gorgeous hydrangea in this blue, again with a nice little cream ribbon on that ceramic mug. It just looks really nice, doesn't it? With all the thistles and ferns in there. It just looks so realistic. It's amazing when you get these home and you get to see them. Want to get quick on the hydrangeas? We do have the least amount of stock in that. But last and certainly not least, we of course have the classic and gorgeous rose. This beautiful little yellow rose is paired back over here with a yellow ribbon as well. Now, every single one of these packs comes with that ceramic vase, but they also get one extra little thing. We have 4 votive candles individually gift wrapped in their own separate little box. And each of those candles is going to have fresh flower scent. That is the #1 fragrance that everyone wants, the #1 fragrance everyone needs, and now you have 4 votive candles included in this little gift pack. And of course, the entire thing comes in a gorgeous textured gray peony gift bags. This is a perfect little housewarming gift, a little present for a friend, or maybe just a little gift for yourself. Maybe get a couple different flowers and have a nice little arrangement in your home. This is such a great little gift to have for anyone in your life that needs a little pickup. Remember that hydrangea is going to be the first to go, but we still have the rose and the peony as well. This is your What's Hot deal of the day, $39.05 off. 174984 is your item number for the hydrangea, rose, peony, or foliage with the gift bag instead of 4 candles.